Hi, it's Tim from AKN the Sports Cards. So we've already had one false spring here in Alaska where a lot of our snow was melting and it looked like spring was here, and then all of a sudden we got some cold temperatures and we had a couple days where the roads were really icy on the way to work, and so then it warmed up again. And so this weekend, at time of recording, it's April 16th. This weekend, a buddy of mine went out to a lake to ice fish, that we'd never tried before. And, we're kind of just wondering, well, I wonder how much ice is left. So take a minute to check this out. Yeah. Pretty safe to say that we'll be ice fishing a little bit longer. Now, getting into cards. So as the title indicates here, I've been watching some of the brand new 2022-23 Prizm Basketball Hobby Box breaks. So we're a long ways from early Prizm when boxes used to be $100, $120 for a hobby box. Now I'm seeing, based on my research today, boxes are selling in that $550 to $600 plus range per box. And so I decided, I was like, well, it's still high. It's lower than during Zion's year, but it still seems kind of high. I'm going to watch some box breaks and see what it looks like. So I watched a few, and yikes. So out of all the boxes I watched being broke on YouTube, the best card I saw in a small sample size, 4 or 5 boxes. The best card that I saw pulled was a John Stockton autograph. I saw one Paulo Banchero. I saw maybe a couple of Chet Holmgrens. It was rough. The first box break that I watched maybe had $50 worth of cards in it. And when you're buying something at $550, $600, there's just a tremendous amount of risk. Based on the boxes that I saw, I don't know if I'd be a buyer at $200. I guess maybe, just because there's a chance you might get a nice Prizm Gold or a nice numbered Banchero. I don't know, but wow, those boxes are rough. So for me, I'm going to stay away from that. And I personally, if I'm looking for a good value rip and I like Prizm Basketball, I'm going for these. These are from last year. These are the 2021 blaster boxes. And they have these ice prisms in them. They looked almost like cracked ice. I kind of like cracking these, and now these are back down to, these are below retail at this point. They're below even what I paid for them. You can find them online for about $25. If you're looking to get value out of cracking boxes, one, it's usually a losing proposition anyway. But if you're buying these new boxes at $550, $600, most of these boxes are gonna lose big. If you're looking for value, in my opinion, it's a hard pass. But if you're looking for fun and you want a cheap rip with a chance to pull some pretty decent cards, I like the 2021-22 blasters. I've had fun opening those. So what I've been doing lately is, while other people are chasing cards from the new rookie classes in football and basketball, I'm looking at those classes and I'm just really not that interested. I don't have any players in football or basketball that I'm really intrigued by. I do like Banchero, for sure. I will be picking up some singles of him, probably numbered stuff. I do like him. But I'm not willing to like buy a whole bunch of wax to try to pull them. I just don't see any sorts of talents worth doing that for. Instead, I've been picking up cards of guys that are, for whatever reason, just kind of being overlooked or at least undervalued. And so I'm going to share those pickups with you. And without any further ado, let's take a look. All right, here we go. So what I've been doing lately is I've been kind of steering clear of the wax. Instead, I've been picking up what I believe to be undervalued singles of guys that are kind of being overlooked, and it tends to happen pretty often when new rookie classes come out. You start seeing a dip in a lot of like stars and older players that may or may not even be retired. And you can end up finding some just amazing deals, especially when they're in that period of time before entering the Hall of Fame. Before we get into that, or those couple of examples, the first card that I picked up is a current star, and that is a Topps Shohei Ohtani. What's special about this card is that this is a rip card. It is numbered to 99 down here in the corner. Yeah, it is of Ohtani at around $50. This is actually from 2022 Topps. And this is a rip card. So the options on this, they're written right on the back there. You can get an exclusive mini base card, or an exclusive image variation base card, or an exclusive mini autograph card. Now, I personally will probably not rip this. I don't tend to rip my rip cards. If you've watched my channel before, you know that how fond of rip cards that I actually am. So this will be a PC item. I do like Ohtani. I really like the story behind the 2017 Bowman Mega Box Refractor. That's a card that I picked up years ago that thankfully I held on to. So that's the first card. Now moving on to a couple of retired players. First one is Drew Brees. This is a Topps rookie. This is BGS 9. So I paid around $40 for this. Yes, it doesn't have subgrades. You know, people get really all up in arms about the subgrades. To me, it just does not really matter. And when you can get cards like this at deep discounts, to me, it's worth it. You know, I mean, Breeze is a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer. A Breeze Topps rookie for $40 in a BGS 9. I'll buy that all day. And just remember, PSA doesn't have subgrades either. The next card I thought was an unbelievable deal. Don't have it in front of me. I think I paid $70 for this. And it is a Dwayne Wade 2003-2004 Ultra, so like Fleer Ultra. Lucky 13. This one does have the subgrades. Looks like it got dinged on the corners, and it does have a soft couple of corners, really. You can see a touch of white there. You can see a touch, just an ever so light touch up here as well. This is a great card of a guy who I believe is very, very undervalued in my opinion. The best thing about this card is that it is numbered on the back, and it is numbered to 500. I think this card for $70 was an absolute steal. Super pumped to add this to the PC. I don't really have any good Dwayne Wade stuff. He was not my favorite player when he was playing. But I recognize the fact that he had an outstanding career, won a few titles. And while people are chasing the next best thing, I'm okay with picking up these types of cards. Really pumped to get this. I've actually never seen one of these. I've seen some that are missing the serial number and stuff like that. No, I'm not in on those. This one does have it, and super pumped to add that to the collection. A nice pickup. Last two cards, only 5 this time around. I went to trade night at Bosco's in Anchorage, and I was able to pick up 2 cards that night in addition to a hobby box of Prizm WWE. And the first card that I picked up was a 2006 Finest LeBron James Refractor. A lot of nice shine to this card. The card overall actually looks really, really clean. Might be a little bit of an issue on the lower left corner, but otherwise it looks really nice. I don't really see much on the surface. There's a couple like really light dimples. That's probably what did it. Very hard to notice when you're looking at the card. You got to look really, really close to see it. It is not numbered on the back, but it's kind of hard to go wrong with an older LeBron James refractor. And so happy to add that one to the collection here. And then one last card, and this is my favorite one. I really do like the Wade. That's a great card. But this is even better in my opinion. It's a guy who I realized I didn't have any of his cards at all, like nothing. It's a Klay Thompson 2020 Panini Prizm Gold Prizm of Klay Thompson in a PSA 9. Absolutely outstanding card. I think I really like this one so much because it's a color match with the gold on his jersey and also on the sides, and then also, you know, like in the blue is a match as well. Just an outstanding card. I really do like Klay Thompson. He's just a guy that I never really started to collect, and I kind of realized that, and when I had an opportunity to be able to land this card at trade night, I went ahead and did so. You know, it's numbered to 10 on the back, numbered 1 of 10. So, pretty cool card. So, those are my recent pickups. You know, my opinion is, in these times of what I believe are inflated wax prices, that I just can't see it being sustainable. I'm steering clear. I'll buy some cheaper WWE hobby boxes. If basketball and football hobby comes down in price, I would consider starting to buy boxes again, but it'd have to be quite a bit. I'm just not willing to pay $500-600 for those boxes. When I go to the National this year, I will be looking out for singles, and I'll probably just go that route instead. You know, cracking wax is an important part of the hobby because you can't buy singles without them being available on the market. And so somebody's got to crack the wax. It just is not going to be me. So with that said, hope that everybody is having a great month of April here. As always, you know, if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe as I'm continuously looking to grow my channel. And remember that the opportunities for collecting sports cards are endless.